There we go. We are off and running at the 198th episode of the Go Get That podcast.
A lot of
It's a lot of
Bob, you got it
podcasting.
on Twitter
a lot of
or
podcasting. That's a lot of hours.
Yes, that's a lot of hours.
Probably over 12,000. We are live. Does someone want to get the Instagram?
You do it, Dan?
yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's just me, but I can't really hear you very well, Bob.
Interesting. Is it
I hear
like
Bob
mic?
fine.
Is it mic issues or is it like volume?
I mean, that sounds better. It's more volume. It's just quiet.
You can hear me fine, Jordan?
Yeah,
I mean,
perfectly.
that's better now.
All right, I'll turn it up a bit.
Yeah. 'Cause I hear Jordan perfectly fine.
Usually I'm the one told to turn down the volume.
Perhaps. No, you sound good to me.
Alrighty. I'll get the Twitter.
We go to the Go Get That podcast live from their Zoom.
Yes, we're not the fried egg. Not good enough to be in person.
Yes.
Not good enough.
See you at the open.
Yeah, not exactly.
Will Joel be in attendance?
Yep.
Probably.
Thank you for Joel.
Won't be conversing with him.
Joel Embiid.
Rather converse with that Joel.
The link. Add to the story. It'll be Bob's face.
Nice.
Pretty.
Thank you. Before we get going, would you guys say that you guys are excited to watch Jordan Spieth at a major championship this week?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm excited. We'll see how that excitement is 24 hours from now, but
Yeah, I'm
It's going
almost
great, Brett. It's going great. Brett asks how we're doing.
all good,
anticipating.
Brett. Excited.
I think we're good to go, Jordan, if you want to get a recording.
Alrighty.
I can start if you'd like.
Mention this
Yeah, that
week's-
works.
We are up on the Instagram.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Dash. Alrighty, you ready?
Yep.
Alrighty, let's do it. Let's roll. I need permission.
Oh, permissions.
Have permission. Let's
After
do it.
198 episodes, you would have thought that would have been
It's all good.
automatic.
I shouldn't need to ask permission. I should just be allowed to.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Anywho, all you.
Welcome whenever you are listening this to our live US Open preview show, our 198th episode. It was going to be 199 and then 200 was going to be the celebration of the Spieth triumph. Unfortunately, there was no 199th episode after the Memorial because of how disastrous it was. So we are here with you now at 198 and excited to be here. I missed a lot of the memorial. Seems like that's for a good thing. Um,
Not much to discuss. 79 on Friday.
yes. Yes. Looking forward to the week. 2 years ago this week, we were marching the grounds of Pinehurst and watched every putt known to man lip out, miss, burn edges, everything but go in. We're hoping that that doesn't happen this week. So yeah, we've been to a lot of tournaments, and I still think that that's probably the most frustrating in-person watch I've ever seen. That Pinehurst first two rounds when he couldn't get into contention, and yeah, I just gotta hope that the putts go in because right now we're kind of lost. We don't really know what's coming this week. He was keeping it together, and then out of absolutely nowhere, misses the cut at one of his best courses. And I'm sure you guys have a little more to talk about than I do since I was traveling that weekend. But yeah.
Sure. Good evening, gentlemen. Happy to be back covering another major. Yes, we debated Dan and I doing a recap, opted against it due to the poor play, and just it would have been probably 15 minutes of this guy sucks, which yeah, he stucked. He stunk up the joint at Memorial. It was brutal. Yeah, I'll cut straight to the chase here, and then I'll let Dan kind of give his opening thoughts. Hasn't been a bad two majors so far for Spieth. I mean, it's what, a T12 and a T what, PGA was a T what, 25 or something.
P18.
Uh, yeah, T18 and a T12. So the major performances have been respectable, but yeah, I'm going to cut straight to the chase, guys. He is 40th in the Data Golf rankings, and if you look at the winners of the U.S. Open, no one ranked 40th or worse has won the U.S. Open since 2005, and Michael Campbell.
Like
So yeah,
Campbell.
it's been 20 years since a player as bad as Jordan has won this tournament. Campbell was 179th. So he
Saying
was
there's a chance.
there is a chance. There's really not a chance. But it could be a good week, I think. I think it could be another, light green box. Not that that really matters to us. But yeah, odds to win this week slim to none. Odds to maybe post another good finish and start to maybe peak towards Royal Birkdale is possibly in play.
Hello. Happy to be
Hello.
here.
Well, Dan.
It's cock week, which is fantastic. We've been waiting for this for some time. Major 3 of 4, which is kind of crazy to think that we're moving our way through the 2026 golf season pretty quickly, it seems like. Quite a handful of big events left, but obviously this is one of the marquee events of the year. And I mean, if we're gonna just jump straight into the Texan, I said it a month ago, I'm gonna stick by it. This is gonna be his best finish of the season. It's gonna be a top 10 this week. Why do I feel this way? I think I'll sort of hash out as we go along, but expectations are high. Do I think he could get run out of the tournament quickly? For sure. That is not, not
I
out of the question, but I think there's some staying power there. I think the floor is high enough to contend in major championships. I think he's well rested for the first time since the beginning of the year. And I believe in Cam McCormick, at least putting enough band-aids on the swing to get us into a decent spot to start this golf tournament. So really excited for this week. Really sucks I can't watch as much as I would like, but and we'll even see how much play there is tomorrow. But pumped, man. Ready to get into it with you guys.
Yeah, I think the fun part about golf courses like this, definitely a top three venue for me on the Rhoda. You can definitely make a case for it to be one. Is yes, Jordan Spieth could run himself out of the tournament, but really anyone could at golf courses like this, where you just have to hit so many good shots because sometimes good shots don't get rewarded. Form matters. Like good player or like players playing well matters more than talent sometimes. You can't just show up as a top 5 player in the world and hang around here. If you're not hitting it well, you're going to get exposed and shooting 80. We saw that plenty in 2018. Saw that plenty at Oakmont. Plenty of people ran themselves right out of it early. Plenty of big names. So again, I think that if he's hitting it well, this golf course, it could make for a very fun watch of Jordan Spieth, especially with some of the creativity required. It's very linked style, a lot of run ups, run offs, just a lot of. It's just a hard golf course that requires so much imagination because if you're not going to use slopes to your advantage, and you're just trying to hit it 10 feet from the pin every time, like that's just not going to work at this golf course. You have to use the slopes on the greens, you have to stay away from the X's, and so anyone could be at the mercy of this golf course this week. Jordan Spieth was at the mercy of this golf course in 2018. Game was a little bit different then. We'll see whether it can be improved this time around. But yeah, I think that I wouldn't be shocked with a 70 tomorrow. I wouldn't be shocked with a 79. So who really knows? 70 is going to be one of the best scores out there tomorrow, I think. So
Who knows? Yeah, I mean, our player doesn't really do anything well. We don't know what's going to be good. We don't know what's going to be bad because he doesn't do anything consistently well or poor. But for all intensive purposes, he got there Saturday, so he's been there for a while now. Don't think he played holes yesterday. Played 9 today. Let's not forget at Memorial. He was the first player on property, and that did not go well. So who knows what it means? But he's certainly putting in the work. Behind the scenes, it seems like he feels pretty good. I got, friend of the podcast said that a little bit similar vibes to Pinehurst, where he struck the ball beautifully, kind of as you said, Bob. We were there to watch that. I mean, the game was in shape to contend at a U.S. Open, which isn't typical for him. Couldn't make a putt, and yeah, the source said feels good, and kind of a little bit similar vibes going in. He apparently when he feels good, he likes to get there early and put in even more work, which is you think it sometimes would be the opposite, but he didn't go up there early
nice.
like some other players, Rory or Scheffler. His early was Saturday, so but yeah, feels good apparently, which is nice. It's going to be, I think, more than anything, guys, can he make putts? I mean, we've talked about it enough in majors. He doesn't make putts, especially in the U.S. Open and the PGA. He doesn't make putts. The Masters, he's had a couple where he's putted half decently over the last half decade. But yeah, does Mills show up? Does Mills not show up? I think if I was a betting man, I think Dan would agree with me. I think the ball striking will be in good enough shape to, get him in the mix. I don't know if it'll be good enough to obviously win. I said winning is a very, very long shot, but um, there's no reason maybe going into the weekend he can't be, 6 to 8 off and rambling a little bit. I know the 79 at Memorial happened, but I'll be choose to be optimistic and, nice to the guy for once and kind of throw it out. And we're starting fresh this week.
I think that's well said. Uh, Off the jump, I would note too, you mentioned the putter, obviously. It's been a sort of quarterly, every, you know, year we talk about it after the majors 4 times a year. Putter wasn't there, the putter wasn't there, the putter wasn't there. Um, I think what's interesting about Shinnecock and just Spieth's game in general, as he's aged and as we progress through year 2 of 15 of this plan to redemption here, there's an emphasis on, at least from what I've seen, people talk about in the media, like the greens are large, but the spots in which they're playable are small. So there's so many runoffs, there's so many areas where the ball is going to collect down into. My guess is the USGA will not be putting funnel pins out there very often. So you're either going to have, 8 feet because that's how much kind of flat room there is around the hole, or you're going to have 35, 40. And what I will kind of make note of is at least this year in the majors. I know the Masters was um, an interesting kind of debacle, at least inside of 15 feet, with not really having the speed of the greens correctly. But I thought at Aronimink he did a really good job of the first lag putt. The approach putting number was probably pretty solid. Of course, the actually getting the ball in the hole putting statistic was not. I think it's going to be a lot of the same this week. I sort of expect it to play kind of similarly to Aronimink, definitely just beefier and more US Open like. Um, but I don't think that doesn't necessarily fit Speed's game. I think we could all sit here and agree that if the putts dropped more consistently at the Mink, we would have been looking at a fun weekend of contention. So I I I think it sets up pretty well. I think the longer he's gotten over the course of his career brings more US Opens into play. I think everybody making bogeys helps because he's going to make bogeys regardless, but he can also birdie every hole, which some guys just can't. There's creativity. It's a little bit it's northeast, but it's a little bit less it's not like your
Green.
typical US Open northeast. It's a little more kind of, you know, not deserty, but just that kind of vibe of uh the fairways and the shapes and the contours and things like that. Sort of the Chambers Bay of the Northeast, maybe. I'm reaching with that one, but I think there's some reason for optimism, and I'll end my little ramble there.
Oh,
But I think it's actually a decent course fit.
I think in
Kind of a
terms
summary
of
of
the
that.
way the golf course plays, I think Chambers Bay is like a good comparison. It doesn't play nearly as hard. Um, but like the way that the fairways work, the way that the greens slope, I think there's definitely a similarity to be had there.
I think the
Yeah.
winner at the end of the week could be similar.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, it's tough to, deny he's becoming more of that US Open PGA golfer. I mean, he typically shows up at those two events and hits the ball well. And you look at like the
Yeah.
statistics of it, those tournaments typically, and Augusta even, it's all tee to green. Putting is typically devalued at majors. And I mean, his tee to green typically shows up at majors. Now, obviously, you got to make putts just because putting's devalued doesn't mean you can't. You have to typically putt half decently to win, and he doesn't do that. But he's had like this year. I mean, it's been a T12 and a T18. He's been respectable. It's just can we? I mean, all year it's kind of been can we find that other gear and get into it. It's kind of nice to be going off late tomorrow. Well, I guess we'll kind of see what the weather holds. I think when I looked this morning weather can A, it can flip there a lot, and B, the forecast kind of all differ. But it looks like as of yesterday, it was we're going to be in the rough wave, and now it's kind of like it's evened out a little bit. But going off at 2 o'clock local tomorrow, we'll kind of have a good idea of a target score, and yeah, it's kind of a privilege, not a privilege, but it's cool to cover a major at Shinnecock Hills where like he's going to be on that first tee tomorrow, and over par is probably going to be a pretty good score, 1 to 2 over, depending on how difficult it plays. Which is, I mean, we never get that ever. Maybe Oakmont, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm interested. I know someone in the chat asked what we think the winning score is going to be. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I just find it very hard to believe that with everything that had to go right for the score to be one over last time, I find it very hard to see, especially after that. I watched that USGA press conference this morning. They're gonna syringe the greens in between waves, um, probably to favor Rory in some way. Um, I kind of see it being 4 under ish, 5 under ish. I
Yeah, I agree. I was the betting line as of when I checked yesterday or 2 days ago is -1.5. I think it's going to be two or three or four. I would take the under on the total strokes. Um, it's not, again, we've mentioned PGA Tour 2K, and Dan and I have made our few laps around Shinnecock. It's hard, but I mean, you're just going to get a guy that hits quite a few fairways just because they're generous. And I just -1.5. You kind of said it, Bob. They had to do a lot, had to go, I guess, wrong or right, depending on the way you look at it, to get the +1. And clearly, the green speeds this year won't be anywhere close to where they were in 18. The wind
They're
obviously
rolling
is,
pathetically this week.
yeah. I don't know. I think Oakmont's a harder golf course. Um, I mean, I can only imagine Oakmont with the winds that we're going to have tomorrow. Oakmont's just, it's a beast. And I went on Sportcast, earlier once it finally loaded to kind of look at the greens. The greens here are tough. Like, don't get me wrong, they're way tougher than your average tour course. I still don't think they stack up to where Oakmont is. Obviously, you add in 25 to 30 mile per hour gusts, and it just adds another element. But what, JJ Spawn won at 1 under?
Yeah.
I think I would take my bets that the winner here is a little, maybe a shot or two better than 1 under.
I'm gonna go. I'll say we get an over par champion.
Ooh,
Just
love
to
it.
be different. But I think there's too much being made of like the syringing of the greens. Um, I think Friday will probably play easier because of it. I believe they said they'd do it both Thursday, Friday. But the forecast they have tomorrow, it's going to be blowing 25 consistently, gusts up to 45, 50. Um, like I'm not even sure slowing it down to 10 is going to keep the balls on the greens. I'm not a golf wind speed expert. But what I also know is that that place can dry up in a heartbeat. And I think once they get the wind on the weekend, which I think is supposed to be just more in the normal kind of 15 to 20 range, which is still blowing pretty hard, I think they let it go and get the hands off. I don't think they lose it by any means, but um, I think the USGA has very firm control of the winning score, what they want it to be. Um, Oakmont was trending for higher, I think, until the rain came and softened things up a little bit. So I'd feel I don't know. Is it probably under par? Sure, but I it wouldn't shock me if we got one or two over um that ended up winning this week.
It'd be cool. I mean, I think we'll know tomorrow if it is 1 or 2 over, just because, I mean, tomorrow, in theory, especially with some of your non-competitive players playing in those wins, it just depends what the scoring average is going to be tomorrow. I mean,
Be a long round.
it's going to be a very long round if they get it in. I mean, if we get some thunder and lightning and delay, that would kind of suck. But I asked
Do we have
Dan,
anything forecasted as of now?
there's a chance.
Weatherman Dan.
Yeah, Weatherman Dan, you tell us.
Yeah, the rain, I mean it's raining here now. So in all likelihood there's gonna be rain there tomorrow. There's no electricity. So my guess is that it's play on. Because it's not the PGA Tour, it's the USGA. But it really it wouldn't surprise me if there's an hour delay just because it's blowing 50 miles an hour and the balls just won't stay on these greens. And you're not gonna, ruin the championship by slowing them down even further, putting too much water on them. To me, it seems like Thursday is a get through the day. And then I actually think going off Friday morning, if the wind is down just a touch and everything's just a little bit softer than they were hoping, you can probably go two, three, 4 under might be out there. I really think the weekend is just gonna play a couple
Chills
over.
if Spieth got to go off that that Friday morning after, or not go off, but like finish his round in those conditions.
Yeah, no, I mean, if there's a delay, it might play into Spieth's hands. If that morning group is playing through it and it just gets to unplayable in the afternoon. Which, I mean, if it goes our way, there won't be any complaints, that's for sure. Um, I had a thought that I lost, but yeah, I just completely lost my thought with the wind. But
Yes, Harry, the guy in the
so,
blue.
oh,
Cracker.
that's what my thought was. I asked Dan, I forgot what his answer was. But scoring average tomorrow, Bob, over under 74.
Over.
Over? Okay.
Over.
I forgot what I asked Dan. Or I forgot Dan's answer, but I remember I
I
asked
think
you.
I also said over. I think if it was 75, I think I'd take over. Like I'm thinking 75.4.
Beast prop tomorrow is at 73 and a half. I'm taking the over under there.
What? Wait,
Juice
there's a bet for
Spieth,
that?
yeah, Spieth round one scored and the juice is on the over.
73 and a half.
It's like the under.
I'll take the under too.
Bob, you're getting plus 120.
Wow.
Could be a wager.
It probably will be, just knowing me.
The
Yeah, I
other
love
kind of
disappointment, but
point about the water really quick is somebody just BSFM 6990 asked about like the pin locations because obviously the PGA made it tough putting them on the crowns of the greens at the Mink. If they're gonna soften the greens or slow the speeds down, that opens up a few more pin locations for the USGA. Like I don't
well,
think
sorry to
they're
burst your bubble, Dan, but they said in the press conference they were going to be on the conservative side with pin placements this week.
Mm, I I think they're full of BS to be honest with you.
I hope they are.
We'll see it when we get there, but um I mean I trust them to put together a proper golf event, and I think that if the wind is truly blowing at what it's projected to, it's not really going to matter where the pins are. Some winds are just impossible to play golf in some capacity. So,
Yeah,
um,
right.
it's gonna be it's gonna be a fun opening round, I guess to say the least. Regardless,
There's going to be driver 3-wood into probably a few holes for a lot of players,
yeah,
which
Yeah,
is
with the
just,
wrong wind.
yeah, it's just, it is going to be one of the most entertaining rounds
The
that you could
Bulldogs could
watch.
struggle.
It could be a struggle for the Bulldog. I think you mentioned it earlier, Bob. Like the bogeys are going to happen, and like can Spieth like keep it together? Like you'll be 4 over and you'll be in a fine spot. Like you just try
Stay
and
the
avoid the
course.
doubles,
Don't
stay the
panic.
course, which he did at Oakmont until he four putted the was it 15th green, and
yeah.
then
Oh
you
yes.
the wheels came off there. But just keep it together. Fairway green. He's gonna need to scramble well. I mean, Dan and I again in our 2K loops. I mean, everyone's gonna be missing greens. Scheffler, Rory. I mean, where is the Texan that we came to love? The short game maestro. Because you're going to need to chip it well this week. I mean, I think I read that the data from 18, it's just this place in Augusta where chipping is more important. So the around the green play better be in good shape, because you're going to need it. I mean, the greens are kind of, as Dan said, they're big, but the targets that you're playing to are not very big. Um, just exciting, guys. We weren't around for the 18 US Open, and this place is obviously special. I mean, I think we're pretty spoiled getting Oakmont and Shinnecock back-to-back years. I mean, that might be 1, 2 US Open venues right there.
Yes, and then the Pebble next year.
Yeah, and then we go to the shitter at Pebble. Ah, poor Pebble.
Or Pebble.
It's
outdated.
not. We already see it every year for the Pro-Am. We just don't need to see it twice.
No, we don't.
I don't see a problem with that. It's kind of funny though. I think if you ask the players, a lot of them would put Pebble as like their top place to win a U.S. Open. I think it means more to the players than it does us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They
Because
also
it
a lot of
it
them,
is an iconic U.S. Open venue. It's too easy now.
yeah. Plus, a lot of them don't enjoy getting their shit kicked in like they will this week. I mean, there's going to be. I'm curious in the Data Golf top 20 how many guys shoot 80 tomorrow. I think I set the line at, I don't know, it's 2.5 too high. Should be at 1.5.
Probably should be 1.5.
I think
Yeah.
1.5 is probably the line.
Yeah, it'll be interesting though. I mean, there is Bryson in that top 20.
Bryson could shoot a gajillion tomorrow.
Yeah, Bryson's 19. It'll be interesting. What's the high score tomorrow, guys? Do we
I
see a
don't know. I'm
90?
just thinking of like
Let's see.
I'm just thinking of like the local qualifiers that hit it like 270. Like,
Who's
I
the
don't
worst player in
know.
the field? I'm how many players has Data Golf given Finnet odds? A lot. Okay. A lot. Holy crap. Like 50 players.
Yeah, I think we've got. I wanted to say 86, but the more you think about it, it's like,
There's a lot of amateurs in this field.
man, there's somebody's gonna lose their stuff tomorrow, and they're gonna be writing a 9 down in front of their total score. Would be my guess. So I'll say 91.
I guess that begs the question, what was the high score in 18? I think someone shot. I think someone shot in the 90s and 18.
Oh, yeah.
92, Scott Gregory.
Where's Scott Gregory now?
That's a good question. It's a
Let me
tough day
search.
for him on Thursday. He was 17 shots better though on Friday.
Well, there you go.
Ooh. Doesn't have a picture on. How did he get in the field? Must have been a local qualifier, I guess. He was
He
last
won
seen
the
on
British Amateur,
Ooh.
beating Bob Mack 2-1 in the final.
Wow. What a pull. I wonder what he's doing these days.
Yes.
He had to seek out other employment. Happens.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Played in 4 majors. Does not like. Well, the first thing that comes up on this PGA Tour profile is Scott Gregory shoots 92 at 2018 US Open and hit rock bottom.
Hit rock bottom. That's rough. Yeah, I mean, he's probably more known for that than winning the freaking amateur.
Jeez, all of these articles are meet the golfer who shot 92 at the US Open. That is rough.
That is rough.
That's tough.
Poor Scott.
Seems like he's retired. He's a
Yeah, no,
PGA
he's-
trainer.
Okay.
All right.
Just
there you
like
go.
Johnny Vegas's brother,
Yep.
PGA Trump Doral.
Yes.
Julio Longhorn.
Yes.
John Vegas in the field this week.
What are his odds? He's a sleeper.
Yes, I'd heavily agree with that. He's a ball striker.
He is.
No,
Can't ball strike when you're not in the field, though.
Not in the field.
Not in the field. That's kind of ridiculous.
He's
How
probably
does that
flushing it
happen?
out of range somewhere in Florida right now.
Yes. No, there's a lot of big events coming up this year that John Vegas will be pumped for.
Yes. Alrighty, what else do we have? What is
The
the
friend
chat?
Nacho asked about the hybrid. Thankfully, Mr. Hybrid is long gone this week. Will be Mr. Iron 3, which
Yes.
can be good, can be bad. I do think it'll be used off the into greens more than you might anticipate. Especially if it's just kind of run a few shots up, but it's good to mix it up a little bit. It's definitely not really a hybrid course. I think the only place you would have it in the bag or consider it is if you get into some rough and you're just trying to get a club through there that's not like a 7-iron or 6-iron, but I don't think that's worth it at this golf course. It's more just a pitch out if you're really, really unlucky. So
Good to see the 3-iron. I think anytime we don't have to see the hybrid, it's a win.
well, it's quite a bit of 3-iron coming up. Should be in the bag for 3 of the next 4.
Yes, I think you'll see the 3-iron off of some tees as well, potentially, Dan.
Oh
I think
yes,
if it gets these fairways are baked out.
I forgot
Yeah.
Travelers is next week.
yeah, it'll be
Great course history.
could be a depending on the wind
Not
on
last year.
one, it could be a 3-iron off the first. Take
It
the
like
could.
it.
I think
take the
one
bunker
will
out of
play
play.
into the win tomorrow, though. Might
Oh,
play into the win.
not a
Oh
3.
yeah, you'll take the bunker out of play, but you might be way back.
You mentioned to Jordan while we were chatting earlier this week, the wind is gonna switch, it seems like. Be slightly different direction all 4 days, which is pretty sick. Not good for the not adjusters of the world. Which as Borgman said in chat, might eliminate the Texan. But I think that just sort of adds to the challenge of this golf course, and it'll be interesting to monitor, kind of as the week goes on. Because I mean every course has a wind that makes it easier. And I guess it kind of just depends on what day you get what wind and at what time, and see if you can string together a few birdies, get back in the golf tournament.
Yeah, the wind's gonna switch. It's gonna be very fun. I think every day there will be a different hole that's the hardest hole, which will be cool. I mean, we played again. Dan and I have been scouting this golf course numerous times on PGA Tour 2K. The third hole, if that hole plays into the wind this week, diabolical. Just the most diabolical hole, I think, on the golf course. 7 is brutal as well. I mean, Dan
7
and
is
I have made our fair share of squares there.
10.
It is 10. Yeah, 10's fun. I mean, 11, obviously, just a phenomenal golf course. And yeah, I think it's going to be very fun. And I hope that I'm not typically very big on like I don't care that much when like Fox does like their graphics and stuff that like make it easier for the casual golfer to kind of see what's going on. But the win graphics this week, if they could show it, a day by day breakdown, I think that would be pretty cool. Because yeah, it's looking like it's going to be out of a different direction every day, which will be a fun challenge. I do think there will. I think we keep respecting this golf course. I do think there are some holes, and I guess we'll see what they do with the pins. There are some scoring opportunities out there, though. I think if you can get a hole, straight downwind. I know it doesn't necessarily make the approach shot any easier if it's straight downwind, but wouldn't shock me if someone shot 67 tomorrow. I don't think it would.
No, I don't think it ever can, right? You never
No.
really know.
These guys are good.
Yeah.
I think I will put some hard-earned United States dollars on the winning score being lower than -1.5. I
I
think
think I agree.
it's just my hunch. I kind of hope it plays to how it did in 18, but if they don't lose the greens, it's like putting will be a lot easier. It'll be a lot easier to 2 putt. There won't be as many 3 putts, and that'll be the
Yeah, and
difference.
also just like people don't understand that 2018 is 8 years ago. I mean, the skill is just widened a lot since then.
Yeah,
The
I agree.
technology's gotten better. The golf is better. Winning scores are lower. I mean, this is not like, I mean, 2018 feels like 4 years ago, but it's not. Like, this is almost a decade ago.
Yeah,
And since then, I mean, in 2018, I mean, the drivers probably didn't even have half the technology that they do now. So it's it's just tough to get these guys. It's so tough to get these guys to not shoot under par over 4 days. At least one of them in a 156-man super field.
agreed. And yeah,
So,
I think Oakmont's a harder golf course.
yeah, I completely agree. I Adam Scott was talking about how like Oakmont is just as hard as here when here has 30-mile-an-hour winds and Oakmont has 0.
Yeah.
So
No, that's the whole.
Oakmont doesn't need wind to be tough at all.
No, not at all. I think the greens and obviously the rough there and the fairways are narrower, but yeah, it's just cool to watch this golf course. Again, we didn't have this podcast, didn't have our pages in 2018. It's just, and even Dan said, like, wasn't necessarily as in tune to golf, the world of golf, as we are now. So it'll be fun to kind of kick back and relax and, watch these guys shoot high scores. I mean, we're saying, the winning score might be 3 to 4 under, but it's still going to be a bear of a golf course, which is exciting. We don't get it often. And it's funny. I don't even think Shinnecock is on the schedule in the future yet. And they have a lot of venues already listed. And I don't even think Shinnecock is on the future schedule. So it could be a while before we see it again.
That's interesting.
Yeah. The way Spieth's playing, he might not be back at the next one anyway. So our guy qualified, but it wasn't necessarily a no sweat qualification for the Texan to get in this year.
It's kind of the other thing. I know we've talked a little Spieth at majors. We talked some golf course, and obviously still some more stuff to get into. But like, it's go time for the season. Like, you want to make the BMW, need to actually put together something better than a T17. I believe it's going to be this week, but like I said, I think this will be his best finish of the season will be this week. And that's great, but it's also like, hey, can we get some momentum that's not T18s? That's not adequate, but not very competitive golf. And what better place to do it? The other thing too is there will be separation on this leaderboard by the end of the 4 days, which I think is pretty cool. So the if you can stay attached, like, you're actually probably doing a pretty good job of, holding up at the front end of the leaderboard, because staying attached in other tournaments, it's like, oh, you're 5 back, but there's at least like Aronimink, you're 5 back, but there's 30 dudes, that are shots better than you, few shots better than you. Here you're 5 back. There's, come Saturday afternoon into Sunday, could be 4 or 5 dudes in front, and that's doable. That's comebackable. So
I'm trying to figure out what the top 20 number will be.
+6.
I think that might be even a little.
Top 20 in 18 was +11.
I was going to say +8.
+8 was a good T12 in 18. Which, if it plays easier this year, I mean, maybe it's +8, +9. Which is just phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, people do forget how close we were to having an over par winner last year. I mean, JJ Spawn, was 1 bogey on 18 from going to a playoff at 1 over.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a great champion,
it would be
though.
pretty cool.
JJ Spawn did what great champions do.
He did. Made 2 big swings and a big putt.
Yeah. I can't believe our guy's 40th in the data golf rankings. That sucks.
He was 25th, so
that stinks. It's like it was the same thing at the Masters. Like, he doesn't meet the criteria to win the golf tournament. It's like he's just
like, people don't
he's not good
especially
enough.
especially for FedEx Cup point purposes, like all these elevated events and stuff, like all these extra points out there aren't dished out to 10th through 20th.
No.
The extra points are towards the top.
No, I mean, this season is.
He'd probably be higher in the FedEx Cup ranking 5 years ago with the same finishes.
Yeah, I mean, this season's on the cusp of being a straight failure. I mean, if he doesn't get to the the BMW he might not get to. Like, it's a failure. I think if he doesn't get to East Link, it's a failure. I mean, it's the same as last year with the healthy offseason to get ready for this year. But he's got time. He's got some events. We've got what?
He's got
Uh
four events really.
he's got the US Open, Travelers, Scottish Open, and I think unfortunately the Wyndham is probably getting more likely by the day. Which
Maybe the instructor instructed something special this week.
I'm telling you,
oh,
man, the McCormick bandage this week I think is going to do wonders.
we think it's a large bandage. Like,
I
it's
think
not
it's a
easily
it's a,
rippable.
it's a mega bandage. Here's the other thing is like
Okay.
he's played 2 competitive rounds in the last month. Or last 4 weeks, I guess.
Pretty gross.
Not by choice.
Which is not ideal. And I if there's some like competitive rust comment, I might I might lose my mind.
Well, if he's talking to the media, it's because the day went half decent. So
Right. No, that's another fair point. But I also think there's something to be said about coming off of a missed cut. He's usually pretty good. I think he figures things out. At least figures out how to patch it together again for a few holes. And a few weeks off, a little bit of rest, kind of some clarity, good practice time. I think he could come out, in a good spot, firing. Has had all week to get the mental preparation done. I just like it feels like it's brewing to we're staring at a T8. And I'm just predicting a T8. I also Shinnecock is on the schedule in 2036.
okay. So this is his last one. This is his last one.
This is his last trek around the cock. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. But that would be year 12 of the 15-year plan. So I think, I'm sure in year 12 he's still competing in US Opens.
Yeah, the golf course will be like 8,500 yards, but yeah.
Could be.
I
Goodness.
think it's the way I look at this week is this. I'm terrified of a 78-79. Like, I think if you take his 3 best rounds this week, I think that's going to look really good on the leaderboard.
Okay.
I'm just scared of a round that just he loses a little bit of patience. And
Well, it's in
We
the
haven't
bag.
mentioned the caddy. The caddy
Thank you.
could go a long way this week for helping the patients. If the caddy opens his mouth and directs and puts the boot up the ass.
Leads.
Leads. Yes, if the player can't lead, the caddy's got to lead. So
Forms,
it is interesting though.
educates.
There's probably no week all year where the caddy is more important than this week. I mean, you're like everyone's gonna be making bogeys. Which caddy can keep their golfer in the right frame of mind to remind them they're in it, to not mentally implode, which our golfer can implode, has imploded before, has imploded on this golf course, has played ping pong. It's funny too. I remember. Well, I don't remember, but I looked in 2018. Spieth was like still pretty good at golf going into this U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Like he was. Obviously, that's the year where the fall off happened. But coming into the U.S. Open in 2018, he was 9th in the Data Golf rankings and 4th in the OWGR.
Well, so that was the second major of the year. And 2 months prior, he had shot a 64 at Augusta on Sunday.
Yeah, it's funny because leading into that U.S. Open, his form really started to drop off, but he was still per their rankings, still in, good shape. But yeah,
It's interesting hearing his comments. He did that CBS interview. Talked about just being like way too aggressive to the sticks. I feel like everything I've seen him talk about the course is like, oh, I gotta just play to the middle of the greens and putt, two putt, make a putt every now and again. Like, we'll see if that happens. Like, that could just get tossed out the window in 6 holes, and come the
Yep.
7th, we're trying to hold a 6 iron into a quartering wind to get it to land 159 and a half, so it bounces up to 164 and leaves ourselves 5 feet for birdie. Like all this talk is great. It's time to execute, but I believe the execution's going to happen tomorrow, at least. Friday, I think it'll be around Saturday, and then it's all chips on the table come Sunday and T8.
Hey, I mean, we have 3 events before he returns to the graveyard at Birkdale. Yeah, I think that's what you try and peak to. I mean, the odds of a win this week are obviously extremely low, but he's got some runway here to, go up the mountain and get ready. What's up?
Are the odds of a win this week 0? Should
Yeah.
he be? Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's just not good enough. I mean, I let off with, unless he's Michael Campbell and defies, something that hasn't happened in 21 years. He's just not good enough. Like, it's plain and simple. Bob is not a fan of the T18s, the T20, the light green boxes, and neither is Data Golf. Like, he's 40th because he's not good enough to top 10 and actually get in the mix at any event. So who knows? Maybe this will be the week where he gets into the mix, which would be awesome. But can he win? Nope. Nope. Not happening. It ain't happening. I mean, I'm sure if he shoots, 70, 69 tomorrow, we'll be talking ourselves into it. But I don't think the Band-Aid is that big to where he can keep it together for 4 days, because he hasn't been able to do that in a long time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we're running out of events here before we're approaching 5 years without a win.
it's impressive. Man, we're still here.
And we're still kicking it. We've started this podcast and we've seen one triumph. And that was 8 months into our
Oh no, yeah, we
rank.
weren't here for Valero.
No,
Were
we
we?
started at the 2021 Ryder Cup.
Because we thought everything was about to take off after
Correct.
the resurgence in 21.
No, I don't know if you guys thought this too, but when he had that first slump and he won Valero, like the thought was that this could never possibly happen again.
Yeah, no, that was the thought, because he played great in 21.
Should have
Like,
won
he should have
3 times in
won
21.
3. Yeah, I mean, but then back in the shitter and back down the hill, and we are where we are.
How did he lose? How did he lose the form from 21?
Yeah, I mean, I've asked numerous times, can we just
He
get
was
21
so
speak
bad.
back? But no, who knows? He
21
feels
is
good.
turning into a long time ago.
Yeah, no, he had no kids. No kids. 3 kids now. So
yeah, I don't think I have anything else on the U.S. Open. If you guys want,
no, nothing else. Ready for triple double. Need to catch you, Bob. Dan's in striking distance. Like, he's not. He's Dan's on the outside in, but you need to strike. You need to strike, but like,
to strike.
You're not as far back as you were last year, I don't think. But anywho, Bob, I think you are first to go if you want to lead us off.
I am first.
You are first, because I was first at Canada, which we did.
Both. You guys have both used Scheffler twice.
Yes.
Wait, who was first at Memorial?
Me. No.
So
You were, because you didn't have a Scheffler use, so I used him.
Oh, that's right.
I was first at Canada, which Bob had a 000 at Canada.
Ooh, yikes.
It's not a
Tough week at the track 2 event.
yeah track too.
Um,
Just not patriotic enough up there.
You said it.
Red, white, and blue. It's only red and white.
I will go with Pat Reed.
Oh, God.
Oh, that sucks. I was
Are
gonna
you
use Pat
serious?
Reed.
Dude. It's such a Pat Reed week.
It is.
That's a
He's gonna
great
play.
choice.
He's not gonna miss the cut. That's for sure.
No, Pat Reed's
He's
definitely
gonna make a whole lot of 15-footers to save bogey.
he's either like in contention or he's just backdooring the nicest T6 of your life. Um,
It's a great pick. I was gonna use Pat Reed if you didn't, so
I was also
Well-
gonna use Pat Reed.
well, I might not have got Pat Reed then.
Yeah, I think Pat Reed was never gonna be available for the carp contingent.
No, it's
Um,
fine.
let's see. I need to see if I've used this guy twice. Bruh. I'm really out of Jordan Smiths already. Actually, I'm not sure I have used this guy even once, which is oh, I have. Um, I don't know if this is good enough of a play. We're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna go Cantlay.
Okay,
It was a putter
Little-
change,
well, PC action.
and I think that's gonna make a little bit of a difference. Will he win? No. But he flushed it at Memorial. He's actually been playing some pretty good golf, very Cantlay-esque. Just can't buy a putt, so I don't think this is too bad of a fit for him.
I was on Cantlay at the Truist, and Bob was on him at Memorial. So yeah, he's kind of we've been on him. It's just can he deliver? I was gonna go Reed, but that's obviously out of the picture. I will go with Mr. Hatton.
Such a great pick.
Thank you. I do not think he will win the golf tournament, but he either will be around and will be in the mix, or will have many expletives and exit the golf tournament very quickly. I think it'll be the latter, or the former, should I say. So we'll go Hatton, and now the second pick I will have to think about just a little bit. Did I spell Hatton's name right? I did. Okay. Do I go Rory? Problem with going Rory is he has already won a major this year. Can he win two? Probably not. That doesn't matter. I'll go Rory. I'll go Rory. Thanks for Bob taking P. Reed. I had three guys I wanted to use. I'll get two of them.
I like that pick.
Hopefully a high floor for Rory.
Just can't decide if this is what I want to do or not. Just it's like a not actually a good course fit, but kind of a sneaky. He's just been playing better. Just don't know what I'm gonna use this other guy. All right, screw it. Cam Smith.
Wow. The Ripper.
The Ripper.
I didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't either until I did some thinking. Maybe I went completely down the wrong hole. Chose the wrong guy with the flowy hair, but I think that indicates who my third pick could be.
Ooh, yes, it very well could. Goes to Bob for 2 though, right?
Yeah,
No,
Bob.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared of taking him like this.
Texan.
No, get the hell
No.
out of here. I'll take Matt Fitz.
Great pick.
Yeah.
And then do I want to take Ron Ham or no? I could
Have you even used Matt Fitz yet?
I think I have once.
Yeah, you've used him once.
I feel like Ron J could mentally exit the tournament early. But I feel like I haven't used the big boy. I need to.
He's a big boy.
He's certainly big.
Yes.
Between him or Burns, I don't know. I'll go. How did Rom finish in 2018? If he was even around.
Let's look. If he was even around. It was a miscut by many shots, I believe. 78-77 for plus 15.
And there was a lot of complaining, it looks like.
He was 5th in the data golf rankings too, heading into that US Open. So
How is 1 second, sorry for
not a rush.
It's gonna be it's gonna be Sam Burns.
Okay. Good player, proper player. Well, I don't know if I call him a proper player.
He's becoming kind of like a major player. He keeps it in play around hard golf courses.
Cool. Back to the Dan camp. Does he go Fleetwood?
That's who I was teasing. But ultimately, it's about maximizing players' performance, right? Trying to pick their best week of the season.
Here comes the Texan.
Give me the Texan.
No, you're kidding.
I'm not.
Oh my God, you're unserious.
Dan is throwing in the towel from 5 mil back.
That's an embarrassing pick.
If I'm gonna be unserious, I'm going down.
Where?
Namesake.
What made you pick that? The ceiling or the floor?
The ceiling.
Which is lower?
It ain't a
Did
win.
you use Rory
but
yet, Dan?
I did.
You've used him twice?
I mean, yeah, when if it's not now, I don't think it is this season. That's kind of just my feeling.
Have you
And I'm
used
gonna
Rory
ride or
twice,
die.
Dan?
No, he's only used Rory once, but I used Rory. So
Yeah, I've still got some guys loaded in the chamber. That's the other thing is I sort of think it's the Open.
Who picks first at the Open?
Well, I get the Travelers,
I get, oh Lord, what's after the Travelers?
the Deer,
There's some the shitter events in there, yeah.
and then Bob gets the Rocket, and then I get the Scottish.
No, the Rocket's later. So who gets the Deer?
You.
Okay, so that means Bob would get the Scottish and you would get the Open, Dan.
Damn it.
Huge. The Dan camp is in it. That's
If
why this
Dan
is
didn't get the Open, I would have already had my roster locked in as Rom, Rory, and Scheffler.
Oh, Good night,
So
folks.
I get Rom and and Scheffler, but I'll have to take Rory at the Scottish, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be. Might as well.
Would you? Well, I mean, you could use them at the Scottish, but that's not a big purse.
Is it
Just
not?
saying.
Isn't it an
No,
elevated?
No,
it's not a
event?
sig. But there's
it
also the
could.
playoffs, though. There's also two playoff events that
Rory at Southwind.
is true. There's plenty of.
Rory would be the kind of guy to skip Southwind.
Oh, that is very true.
It's a great point, but he would definitely be at Bellerive.
Yes.
I like
But
Rory.
I
Camp's loading up for a charge. I mean, I've said it. I genuinely believe it's going to be a top 10 this week. So
Hey.
why not put a little bit of
I feel it should be some actual real currency on that, like $5. Because I mean,
it kind of is. There's 100 on this whole.
that's true. What are Spieth's top 10 odds though? Plus 500. He's 5-1 to top 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 20.
There's just no value on that.
Once
I don't
every
think.
20 years, right? Be the Campbell this week.
Let's see. Data golf fair odds for a Spieth top 10. Plus 750. Okay. It's not
It
awful.
is crazy. The last time I was not at a US Open in person, I was in high school.
Wow.
You've been adding them up, man. A lot of
Oh,
miles
come
on
the Hearst.
Yeah, since 22, it's gonna be 5
Club.
majors after Birkdale.
You're a proud attendee, man. That's a lot of miles on the Bob rear end.
Yeah.
Well traveled man.
Last year it was 2 majors in a year. That was pretty insane.
Is it?
That is
Yeah,
wild.
2 majors is wild. I'm excited for Pinehurst in 29.
Same.
I agree. Pinehurst is awesome. I'm last for triple double, and I saved this guy for last because you guys have used him twice. So a little strategy. I am going with Xander.
Mm.
Top pick for the week, honestly. I think he's might be my pick to win. At the very minimum, cash
I
a good
don't
paycheck.
like what the sports books are saying about Xander.
Interesting. I haven't even used Xander yet, so I got another Xander use in the chamber, which is nice.
Yes, Xander is only, I believe he's even money to top 20.
What do they know?
I don't know, but that seems way too high.
Yeah, that's a trap right there set by the books. It sounds like
Because they know Cam Smith.
No,
is
no
already
trap
gonna
on Spieth 100 to 1.
rip.
no. Speaks
Make a trap
100 to
Cam.
1.
It's 103 to 1 on Kelshi. I know that.
That's unfortunate.
There's no
Stay
way
where
he's
we
there.
are.
Real books though, surely, right?
Real books. Oh, thanks for real bucks. No, I don't think so.
80.
It's certain. Yeah.
Respectable
No.
80.
No thanks to 80 to 1. There's some stallions. I can't believe you went with Spieth, Dan.
I mean, that's just
I mean, it's fine if your other
It
two
is
guys show up,
85% to make the cut on DraftKings.
Gotta just trust the process here.
That seems high.
This is more of a. No, I mean, I guess I've said it. It's gonna be his best week of the year. It's gonna be a T8. It's a pretty good payout. I'll take that.
but is the towel thrown in with a bad week?
For the Dan
I
Camp,
think you kind of said so.
I mean, yeah, this is a little bit riskier of a week, but I'm out of Scheffler's. I don't. Rory was already taken. I've still got him in the chamber. I've still got Fleetwood in the chamber.
Is Travelers elevated?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Rory going to skip that one too, like he has 8 other signature events this year?
Probably.
Probably.
It's not a good course for him, is it? At all?
I mean, he could win there whenever.
Yeah, but I mean, like, where's he hit driver on that golf course? Not much.
18.
18. Thanks. How many times has he played Travelers? I mean, you've been there a bunch, Bob. Do you remember seeing him?
I feel like I have, but definitely
Yeah,
not.
he's played there 6 times. He was there
Best
last year.
finish.
Last
Yeah.
year, T6.
I mean, it's nearby, so hopefully he's there.
I might use Rory next week then.
Yeah.
Like LACC and then Travelers the week after was tough.
A hike. No, yeah. That's fair. I don't think he's in the field yet for Travelers, which probably doesn't bode well, I would think. But
Oh, yeah, Bob, did you see the Spieth like commitment video to the Travelers?
No, I didn't.
He joined with a co-star.
Oh,
They
I'm gonna have to take a look at this.
announced two people at the same time.
Who was the other one?
Are you looking at it?
for you to
No,
find
but I
out.
can't- Where is it? Is it on his Instagram?
Yeah.
Let me guess.
Official
Big Tone. Spieth and it was. That was a
Co-star.
complete wild guess too.
Thanks for Big Tone and Spieth on the same level of stardom these days.
Two
Listen,
of golf's
I'll tell you.
premier entertainers.
Yes, exactly. You could argue Big Tone has been playing better golf.
You
as of
could, but
late.
one of
Good.
them's playing this week.
Oof. That's why Big Tone's in next week.
Yeah.
Yes, needs to pay the bills.
Is Spieth in on his own number next week?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Because I was
Believe
gonna say
so.
maybe it's two sponsor invites.
No, Spieth's been getting in on like the fill the field FedEx Cup thingy. Like, because I got to
See.
fill the field to a certain amount, and he's been like the highest in the FedEx Cup that wasn't already exempt. So
Oh,
kudos to him. He's been getting in on his own merit to the last few signature events.
that's good.
But that FedEx Cup rank continues to drop, which
47 right now.
yeah, if we don't have anything else, I will take a look at the projected FedEx Cup standings where he is 47th with a 55.6% chance to get to the BMW and just a 17.5% chance to get to East Lake right now.
Nice.
Feeble.
Always fun.
Yeah, that's pathetic. Are we ever going to get to East Lake again?
You
Like
need
any
a
season,
lot of T17s.
any season where Spieth doesn't get to East Lake should, raise massive alarms, in my opinion. But
It's
who knows?
either-
He's got a little bit of time. It's year 2.
He
It is year
does.
2.
Year 2. Year 1 of 2 at Shinnecock in the plan. Well stated, Dan. Any
It's well
more?
stated.
It'll be interesting to see compare Spieth in year 2 at Shinnecock to Spieth in year 12 at Shinnecock.
Yes.
He won't
Well, Dan,
be
if you think
there.
he finishes higher in year 12, then that means you must think year 12 has something better than T8.
Yeah, no, I mean I'll put him down in our triple double game for them. 2036.
Oh,
Well, if you're
God.
going to pick him now,
No, Lord.
2036, you can lock him in.
I got nothing else, fellas. Not sure if you guys have anything else. Bump for tomorrow. Bob, you're still on the West Coast, right?
yes.
Okay. So I assume it'll be a very early wake up for you to watch the morning groups. I would assume you will be up.
I will be up tomorrow, yes.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to tomorrow, guys. Very curious to see what the scoring average will be. Should be fun. Excited to watch Shinnecock and 35, 40 mile per hour winds. But hopefully a good week for our guy. 3 events before the Open. Hopefully start trending up towards the Open to where we think he can win that event, which seems plausible as of now. But we'll see how this week goes and see if that's still in the plans. But Until next time, thanks for joining us, everyone, and have a good night.